Max, that's a tough one to swallow. What's the initial emotions here?
Yeah, look, sorry. Sorry to all the members and supporters that turned out the last 2 weeks. It's a pretty devastating couple of weeks for the football club. We really put ourselves in a good position post round 23 and we got outplayed. I thought the contest was still good, and I think fans can show. We showed fans that we still had an appetite for the contest and we still worked incredibly hard, but when push came to shove and the pressure was right on, our fundamentals were just a little bit off, and other teams were a little bit cleaner in Brisbane and Sydney the last 2 weeks, and it's extremely disappointing. We want to make the MCG a fortress. We want to be able to play some good footy here in front of 60,000 tonight, 80,000 last week, and we weren't able to do it. So there's going to be a bitter taste, unfortunately, for me and 65,000 members and everyone here until we can get back day one.
It was a game of two halves, which is similar to a few games recently. Is that part of the frustration?
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 quarters of footy in a game of footy, and you're naive to think a team's not going to come back or fire a shot at one point. And to be fair to Brisbane, their first quarter, they kicked 1 goal 4, I think. They probably had a chance to be a little bit closer. And then the third quarter was just way too strong. We didn't have an answer for it. We tried multiple things, and when we're trying to win the game with 3 minutes to go, that's not a position we want to be in. So I think that third quarter, there's a lot of learnings to take.
The momentum's been an issue for a few weeks now. How do you feel like that sort of hurt us in the back half of the season?
Momentum. I mean, that's one of the hardest things to stop in footy. We're able to cash in a lot when we had it, although today we probably didn't. We probably could have gone a couple of goals up in the first, more than we were. And once teams have momentum, it's incredibly hard to stop, including that centre bounce, 6-6-6. And that's where their best players are and our best players are. So they were able to kick goals late in both the second and the third, which kept them in the game. I think even the third might have put it to level, which is extremely disappointing. So, look, there's so many bitter tastes in my mouth, so many bitter thoughts about what actually happened in the last 2 weeks. I'll go home and process it all, and footy is one of those things where you just got to come back next year and try and win it again.
You look back at the season, obviously there's been some successful moments, but obviously it hurts now. Does it feel like a bit of a waste?
I mean, I can't really process that question at the moment. Obviously, there's going to be learnings we can take from it, so no season's ever a waste. But we had put ourselves in a position. We finished top 2. We had 2 home finals. It's disappointing. It really is. We should have been able to capitalise on our momentum in both games to be able to win one of them. So yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be able to take a positive at some point, but right now, and most likely for the next 12 weeks, it's pretty negative.
Bad luck tonight, Max. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Gibby.